Hello, I am Chad with Butler Contracting, and today we are on site. We have just finished up our horizontal picket fence. This fence is a little bit different than your normal standard of the vertical pickets. For this fence we used the treated pine, but we pre-dried it back at the shop and stained it back at the shop, being that the house, garage, pool, everything was really close, so we didn't want to stain on site. Did the horizontal per customer's request. She liked that design and is very happy. So to get started here, we lined everything out with a string line. In this build we had a lot of obstacles. Got a house behind us, carport, garage, pool area, another outbuilding. So all them factors and a bunch of ground utilities that we had to work around. So generally you just space your posts for each picket. Generally that's 6 feet. There's some areas we had to go less than that just to split the difference and to avoid utilities. So here for the horizontal picket fence, we use the PostMaster post, which the main reason they're so popular is because you can hide them. You cover the front up with a picket, you cover the back up with a picket. Also, every 6 feet we had a post. In between we ran another vertical picket for a stabilizer so the pickets wouldn't warp over time, and that was at the 3-foot center mark, and that prevents the warping. So on the PostMaster post, you normally, for a vertical picket, you normally run your rails first from post to post. On this horizontal fence, we split a 2x4 and put it on each side of the PostMaster with truss screws, and that was our nailing edge for each end of the picket. And then for the center, we did that vertical upright to be technically our third brace. So it's fastened at each end and then a stabilizer in the center at the 3-foot mark. So for our gates here at Butler, we like to use the Schedule 40 2 3/8 post with metal box hinges and a metal frame. It's 30+ inches in the ground, typically in concrete, and that is a no sag guarantee. Very durable gate. So this customer has a dog that likes to dig, so we made sure that most of our pickets started 2 to 3 inches below ground. Off a string line, we started out with our top rails and ran our pickets down. And in most cases, we left the pickets off the bottom run and came back afterwards and dug them out by hand and then installed that last picket and then backfilled it. So after we get done with the hanging of all the pickets and installing all the pickets, generally there's going to be some trimming to be done, some stain marks that we want to go back and touch up, and that's what Cole's working on right now. So if you have a fence to do, consider Butler for your next fencing project.